All right, what's up, everybody? So it's TC Killers here. We're going to do a quick recap of the Halo Infinite technical test over the past weekend. Something that, Halo's been a part of my life since kind of the beginning, and it was really exciting to kind of get back to be in the Halo environment again. So first things first, for a technical test, a pre-alpha, alpha, whatever you want to call it, it felt really good. I mean, there were some bugs in the game that was to be expected from 343. At the end of the day, that's going to be there. But all in all, it felt like Halo, which I think is great. It felt like Halo 3 with a little bit of Halo 5 movement into it, a little bit faster moving, which I think was needed. So I feel like actually the balance in the movement was really well. The crouch and slide, or the slide mechanic is new. I didn't play around with it as much. However, I didn't necessarily think it was going to be game breaking at this point. But I mean, if you have a lot of people coming over from the COD community, they'll find a way to make that movement OP, and that's just going to be one of the things it is. The weapons all around felt pretty good. There's some tweaks that are going to be needed. I would like to hear the Needler kind of go back to the original sound of the Needler. It was a little soft for me. The assault rifle felt good. The battle rifle felt good once I switched to controller. I did play a little bit on mouse and keyboard and controller, just kind of overall, and I felt like the mouse and keyboard itself felt pretty good. I know that Halo's never really primarily been a mouse and keyboard game, so for them to really kind of go out and make sure Infinite is a mouse and keyboard ready system, it felt okay. But there was definitely a big difference when I switched to controller, as far as a little bit of the aim assist and the way the guns were pulling and the fire rates and stuff like that. It did feel, kind of like traditional Halo at that point with the controller. There are a couple bugs in the UI that had some issues here and there, but as a whole, I wasn't all that disappointed. Again, it's a technical test, so I expected stuff to break. I expected the game to crash randomly or throughout the day, or you'd find a certain key that would just, at the end of the day, break the system. But I'm actually really excited for the direction that 343 is taking this right now. It does feel very Bungie-esque. It does feel like Halo again. They're kind of going back to the grassroots, which I think was definitely needed in this platform. The only thing that I am worried about, and I hope 343 is paying attention. I'm sure they are, and they're actively looking at this stuff, but I'm really worried about cheating at this point. It's something that is rampant right now in the communities. COD is, unplayable at this point because of it. Apex is starting to see an increase in it again, and that's because COD players are leaving COD and going to play Apex. A company out there that's doing a really good job with it right now is Splitgate, and I like the way they're doing it. Is they have an active anti-cheat in the program, but they're also updating the anti-cheat as it goes and really progressing this thing as it moves along. But what's also really nice is, because it is a free-to-play game, is there's a hardware ban. I mean, they straight up just ban your hardware, so you can't just go create a new account. And that might be a little drastic, and I could understand why 343 might be a little hesitant on something that extreme, but at the end of the day, it might be necessary and kind of what is needed to really make sure that Halo does not fall into the COD Warzone issue that's going on. Now, Activision, there's a lot of stuff going on in the back end there, but at the end of the day, I think 343 has a little bit of a better grasp on what's going on here. So I would expect to definitely see an anti-cheat, stuff like that. I'm excited for the next playthrough. I'm going to assume that's probably going to be the beta, but there's not really any information out there. They're probably going to compile. I expect it to probably be end of September before we see the dates. I would expect September before we see the dates on the next preview or technical deep dive, or maybe even the playthrough. I would expect to probably see it go live towards the end of September, and then I would expect that to be the beta. But all in all, I think 343, you guys did a great job with the technical preview. You got a lot of people mixed in. Big streamers, Halo pros, little guys, anything like that. I thought it was pretty well rounded. But at the end of the day, I'm excited to see what's up for Halo Infinite coming this holiday. And yeah, at the end of the day, I was thoroughly impressed. And I thought you guys did a really good job. And if you take the feedback, great. If you don't, that's fine too. But I just, something to keep in mind is please put an anti-cheat in the game. That's all. I think that's all that the community is asking for at this point. But other than that, good job on the technical test, guys, and can't wait to see what's next for Halo. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.